Hey everybody, it's Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, and welcome to my end of the month haul for my horror pickups for the month of June. Sorry for a little late, just been very busy at work, and yeah, let's get on with the haul, okay? Okay, we'll start off with some DVDs first, and then we'll go right into the Blu-rays. Hey, don't do that. Cats already clawing at shit they shouldn't be clawing at. Alright, right off the bat. I've bought a bunch of shark movies for Shark Week coming up. I figure I'm going to save these for Shark Week. And the first one, of course, is Alien Shark. Come on. Just the title alone. Who knows? Let's see if this is any good or not. Found it at Walmart. And, yeah, the cover alone just struck me funny. With the green eyes and shit like that. It comes with a free bonus movie called Mysterious Island. So I don't know if that's a remake or a different type of Mysterious Island. Not sure. Hi-yo. Next up is we have Behemoth. Interesting type of creature feature. Oh, speaking of creature feature, I got my cat coming up. So yeah, this is about like weird. The guy who's kidnaps a boss from a big CEO company while his daughter's poisoned. Has to deal with like demons and the devil. So yeah, it's interesting. Okay, we all know Willow wants to come up and play and cuddle. Alrighty, got another shark movie. Ready? We have Blood in the Water. Yeah, what do you think? Yeah, another weird shark movie about a bunch of people who were handcuffed by a pool, and there's a shark in there. So we'll see. We'll give it a shot. Again, we'll save this for Shark Week coming up. Yeah, and go from there. So if it's any good, we'll find out. Again, gotta love our shitty shark movies. I found this at Soundgarden. Looks like an interesting anthology called Cradle of Fear. Don't know anything much about it. Looked interesting. I like anthologies. So if anybody's seen Cradle of Fear, please let me know in the comments down below, guys. Next up, we have Curse of Dracula. The cover is pretty cool. This is actually a slasher. Takes place in like a castle, the cousin of Dracula, but there's a insane guy running around with like a weird buzzsaw type thing. The trailer looked awesome, so I'm gonna give that one a watch. So if anybody's seen The Curse of Dracula, let me know in the comments. The trailer looks really cool. Next up, we have The Cyst. I've been waiting for this movie to come out ever since I saw the trailer for it a long time ago. Think of it as a weird throwback to the 50s, 60s movies, and this has a giant killer cyst. It comes to life and starts running amok in a doctor's office, and it grows even bigger. And I thought it was a lot of fun. A lot of cool practical effects, some good blood and guts, some good cyst popping. So yeah, The Cyst. I found this at Walmart. So it's over my knowledge. It only has a US DVD. So yeah, The Cyst. Kind of a side grade. I have the independent release. So I did pick up Freak from Wild Eye. There it is. So yeah, I'll put my copy in storage and protect it. I'll play this one because, you know, this is the official release, right? I saw this on Shudder. I liked it. So I went out and found a copy called Game of Death. This one's about a bunch of like millennials playing this weird board game. And what happens is they have to kill a certain amount of people. If not, the spontaneous head explodes. At first they're like, yeah, whatever, until one of them actually does die, and they realize, oh shit. And of course a couple of them go crazy, so yeah, Game of Death. Not to be mistaken for other titles called Game of Death. Dollar store pickup. Figured why not? For some reason my dollar store has a shit ton of these. I figured, I saw the synopsis of it. Sounded interesting for $1.25. We're talking about The Girl in the Mirror. If anybody's seen this one, let me know, guys, your thoughts of The Girl in the Mirror. With a willow in the mirror, right? Oh, you want to get down? Oh, you're getting heavy. We have a trailer comp with Gornography. This happens to do with a bunch of independent. This is from Dead Vision. So you have, if you can pause it there, it has a bunch of independent filmmakers there. So Gornography. And this is the title alone. Next up for Dollar Tree, I found 2 movies. That's called Mount Adams. This is a weird creature feature, like these dinosaur, raptor, dragon creatures on a mountain. I'm probably gonna do a review on this one because I had some issues with it. But it was actually interesting at the same time. So it's kind of like, I don't know. Another from the secondhand shop I found from Soundgarden, an old SRS release of Peter Rottentail. Peter Rottentail. Shot on video, weird Easter slasher. So, one I had not owned into the collection. And I gotta say, this update too, it's got a Christmas, I got Easter, I think I have some Halloween, I have a whole bunch of weird shit. From eBay, got Psycho Ape. And this came with a bonus, which I'll show in a little bit. This is from Addison Bink. He does his own like riffs as well. This is his film, Psycho Ape. Some independent love. Another shitty shark movie, possibly. Sharkula. All I can think of is, Count Duckula, but this is like Sharkula. So we'll see. I'll save that for Wild Eye. Save it for Shark Week. So Sharkula. Then last for the DVDs, kind of, is Where the Scary Things Are. This looks actually like a ripoff of Stranger Things. But I saw the trailer. It was like a cool creature feature about these kids who find this monster and they capture it. And I guess they lure people in to get killed for like views. And one of the girls is using it to get revenge. Sounds interesting. The trailer looked pretty cool. If anybody's seen this one, let me know. Alright, that's pretty much it for the DVDs. But this one I had to show off because I found this at Soundgarden. And I picked it up just because of who it's on this. I talk about the Muppet Show. Now, I usually don't show much non-horror on my channel. But the reason why I'm showing this is because who the guests are. As you can see, you have Alice Cooper. You have Vincent Price and Marty Freeman. So I got that mostly for the Vincent Price and Alice Cooper. So yeah. I know there's probably a big-ass box set of the Muppet Show, but I wanted to get for these 3. So had to do it. Love the Muppet Show. I grew up to it. Alright. So next up, we got some slipcovers for Hobgoblins, which I got to put on my Blu-ray from Vinegar Syndrome, and The Bees. I actually like that cover. Them being all chased by a swarm of nasty-ass little fuckers. The Bees. Alright, Blu-rays. First up, we have 13 Sins. This is actually a remake of 13 Game of Death, but Americanized. It's got Ron Perlman in it. The one dude from, what is it? Freddy vs. Jason's in here. He plays the main character, where he has to do these deeds, and he gets paid, and they get progressively more insane and harder to do, to craziness like murdering and all this weird shit. So he has to do it because I think he wants to save his brother in this one. So yeah, 13 Sins. Double feature from Kino Lorber. We have the Abominable Dr. Phibes and Dr. Phibes Rises Again. I had the one in the Vincent Price collection. Don't have the other one because the other Vincent Price collection is out of print. So I figured, since I want both of these, this would be an awesome double feature. And it's got the special features in the back as well. Thanks to Kino Lorber, it's the same underneath the slip. So I'm glad to have both of those into the collection on separate releases. For Christmas, we have All Through the House. Yep. This was finally in stock on Amazon. I've been looking for this for a while. It's been on my wish list for quite some time. Went out of print for a while. And all of a sudden it just magically appeared in stock. So I snagged one. I heard this is a pretty cool Christmas-themed slasher. So if maybe seen it, let me know, because I'll be watching that during Christmas time. I figured, what the hell. I got rid of all my ones, and I decided to save some room. I bought the Annabelle Collection. It's got 1, 2, and 3. They're all on the separate discs. I'm not a big Annabelle fan. I actually like part 2 and 3. Hated the first one, but figured keep them in the collection in a 3-pack, save some room. Next up, we have Below Zero with Michael Berman and Edward Furlong. That's right. This looked interesting. It was cheap on Amazon. Interesting blind buy. So if anybody's seen Below Zero, let me know. I saw the trailer for it. It looked pretty cool. From SRS Cinema, we have Blood Cove 1 and 2. Now with this one, shot in video, you have them all on the same one disc. And that's just the SRS tag. So shot on video slashers. That should be fun. Next up we have The Brain from Planet Oris. Some old 50s, 60s giant killer brain. The DVD was out of print and hard to find. So I'm glad that they released it on Blu-ray, special edition, put out by the Film Detective. So thanks very much for putting that out. Next up, from SRS Cinema, Cannibal Tick. Just the title alone and this artwork looks fun. I don't care if this movie's shit. I can't wait to watch it. Pretty much, I guess this tick turns somebody into a cannibal or to like a zombie. Goes around killing people. So, come on. Cannibal Tick. Can't pass that title up. Independent film called Chills Down Your Spine. This is a horror anthology, independent. Gotta get this one to watch sometime soon. Probably will in a few days. I'm in the mood for some anthologies. Next up we have Clowns in the Woods. Another independent. I guess a kid who gets picked on. I think he gets killed, and these clowns come up. They want to get revenge. They want to turn him into a clown. So I guess if you don't like clowns, you're probably not going to like this movie. Next up, figured I didn't own it. I want to put it in the kaiju section. And that is Colossal. And it actually came with a lenticular slipcover, which I thought was pretty badass. It was brand new. It was cheap on Amazon. So I figured there's the normal artwork. And since it came with the slip, I'm like, bonus. So yeah, Colossal. Punch it. Another anthology. I've seen this one called A Comedy of Horrors. This was fun. Kind of reminds me of, I think it was Tales from the Dark Side, the movie, with the kid reading the book to the witch. This woman's reading a book of spells or book of stories in front of like a kindergarten class. It's pretty much disrupting the class and making them all crazy. It's fun. I got like a cool, weird killer puppet. The clown town's like it's like a slasher where everyone's clowns, and you have a superhero who actually is in a movie about a super fan who wants to get revenge, and the other one was a wedding party where they're poisoned and they have to survive. So yeah, actually it was a fun. So Comedy of Horrors Volume 1. I hope to do a Volume 2. From Scream Factory, we have Curse of the Faceless Man, one of the older ones I have not owned, so I can't wait to give this one a watch. Love watching my old films. From who put this up? It's SCS Entertainment, called Deadly Dummy. Maybe it's a killer ventriloquist dummy. Probably low budget, fun stuff. So you never know. Got a bunch of their stuff. SRS Cinema strikes again with the Death Toilet Trilogy. We got some killer toilets. Pretty shitty movie. Literally. So yeah, Death Toilet Trilogy. I actually owned the first one a while back. So now I pretty much upgraded Death Toilet. Okay, Death Screams, a slasher I have not seen yet or owned. I've been hearing some bad things about this. It's kind of slow and kind of a boring slasher. But again, Arrow releasing these obscure slashers, which I'm very happy that they do, because you never know. You can just have a good time with it. So, Death Screams. Next up, we have another oldie with Donovans Brain. This one's about like a scientist who collects brains, and he gets a serial killer's brain, I think it is. So, it's been a long time since I've seen this one, so I can't wait to dive in this movie. And this is put out by Kino Lorber, which they've been knocking out of the park with a lot of the older movies. So thank you, Kino Lorber. Next up, we have Dragon Lizard Lord Super Monsters. Another SRS kaiju flick. I think this is a shot-on-video kaiju movie. Don't quote me on that one. But, again, I love my kaiju movies, my giant monsters and all that shit. Can't wait to dive into that one. Now, I know this one, I finally bought it. It hasn't been in my collection yet. It's called The Endless. Yeah, about time I picked this one up. Even the sequel's in this one here, too. Have not seen it, so I know everyone praises on how good this movie is. Sorry, but yep, I'll be watching this soon because I want to watch The Endless. Oh, and I lost one because it fell over here. And where are you? Uh-oh. Sorry, I think I still have it. I think I dropped it. I'll get it later because I don't want to waste time. Next up, Fire in the Sky, thanks to Scream Factory. Again, the DVD was out of print. There was some weird out-of-state releases, but they come along and release it on Blu-ray, so awesome alien abduction movie. Finally to have Fire in the Sky in the collection. It's been a long time. I saw this in the theater. Pretty freaky. I did it. I bought the Firestarter remake. I haven't watched it yet. I've been hearing a lot of bad things on this one. But then again, you never know with some of these remakes. It could be good. You could have fun with it. Like, I know I'm not a big fan of the Pet Sematary remake, but I know people who loved it. So this could be reverse or the same. So who knows? I'll give it a shot. I always like to give a remake a shot here and now. You never know that it could be really good or really bad. But I've been hearing mixed on it. Next up, we have another independent film called Horror in the High Desert. This looks really cool. The Blu-ray lantern there, my friend showed this off on Instagram. So I messaged the director and scooped up a copy. Next up, we have... over here. I love when they get lost. Horror High and Stanley double feature. I reversed it to this because I loved the old DVDs that Vinegar Syndrome put out with their double feature like this. So, yeah, I think I had Horror High in a weird multi-pack, maybe? I have to take a look. I never owned Stanley, so I was kind of happy on that. So, yeah, finally glad they loaded those into the collection. Next up we have is House Squatch. Another shot-on-video, weird Bigfoot movie. Dude in a gorilla suit, pretty much. But yeah, gotta love this shit. Turn your brain off, have some fun. Another big upgrade. Human Lanterns, put out by, is this Arrow? No, this is 88 Films. And this is Region A and B. This is like a weird martial arts slasher horror flick. It's awesome. I have the old DVD, which I think it was the Shaw Brothers put out. And I'm glad to upgrade this bad boy. It's a fun movie. If you've never seen Human Lanterns, highly, highly recommend it. Next up, another upgrade. We have The Initiation of Sarah. This is a made-for-TV movie. If you have the Scream Factory TV Terrors DVD, that was on there. So Arrow comes along and makes a killer upgrade with all these special features. And there's a remake of this as well, called From Initiation of Sarah. It was another TV movie remake. So yeah. Next up, we have... I'm going to stop here on this movie and upload, and then get the rest because I don't want to go too long. Of course, we have Jacko. Some Halloween fun goodness, signed by Leanna Quigley there. I watched it. The transfer's great, except for there's 2 scenes where the demon's coming out of Jacko. You can see the difference in video quality, but it didn't bother me. But this movie's so dumb, but it's fun dumb. I love the way the Pumpkin Man looks. It'd be cool if like some guy makes a cool toy of the Pumpkin Man, or the Pumpkin Demon. And this is put out by MakeFlix through Retro Media, so I recommend going to there. And if they have any more left, I don't know if it's, I think this sold out with the slipcover, but you can get it by itself. So yeah, I'll stop here for now, and I'll find the other movie that I lost in my pile and get that out for you too. So guys, thanks for watching. This is part 1 of my horror DVD and Blu-ray pickups for the month of June. Again, let me know in the comments down below your thoughts. Stay tuned for part 2, guys. Peace.